Hi guys, I wanted to tell you a really funny manifesting story today. It's actually, I think, my funniest manifesting story. And I want to share it with you because, well, it illustrates some really interesting things and because it's funny. So I wanted to manifest being slimmer. I wanted to lose weight. And I thought that this would be the easiest way to do that. Now, I've had weight issues for a really long time, pretty much my entire life. I've always been really unhappy with my weight, and I didn't never really wanted to look at the underlying stuff, and so I thought this would be like a really easy way to solve my problem, right? To lose weight, and what I did is in the way I visualized that this would happen, I could see myself trying on this beautiful turquoise skirt, this long skirt that I bought when we went on a family holiday to California a few years ago. And it was a bit tight then, but then a couple of years later, it was tighter still. It wouldn't even zip up. And so I visualized myself in front of the mirror, zipping up this skirt and it fitting perfectly. And this is what I was manifesting, is that the skirt zips up, right? In effect, I was focused on the skirt zipping up. And what happened? What happened was really quite funny, because one day I decided, hey, I'm going to try on the skirt. And I hadn't lost any weight, so like scale-wise, I don't know like why I was even trying. But I decided to try, and the skirt magically zipped up perfectly. Like it was even a little bit loose. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? But I hadn't lost any weight. So like none of my other clothes fit and I didn't feel any better. And like none of the other stuff that I wanted had happened. It's just that this one skirt suddenly zipped up. And it basically, I was focusing on the wrong goal, and that's why I wanted to share this with you, because I was aligning with the skirt zipping up and not with like the bigger picture of what my life would look like once I lost the weight. And yeah, it zipped up a few times, and then another time it didn't zip up, so it didn't even last. And as I said, none of my other things in the wardrobe fit anyways. So I wanted to share with you because it's really funny, I think, because I was just like, oh my god, like it worked, but then it didn't work because that's not actually what I wanted. And so I wanted to share this with you in case it helped to make your goals a little bit clearer, because it really, really shows that I wasn't aligned with being slim, right? I was still focused on something else. I was focused on the wrong thing. I wasn't actually aligning my energy with what I wanted to be, with what I wanted to, with the person whose reality I wanted to experience. I wanted to experience the reality of this, of this slim woman whose clothes fit really well and who feels really good in her body, and that kind of thing. And that's not what I was aligning with. And the other thing that I wanted to mention is that I didn't address the butts. So the reason I chose the skirt as my kind of marker, the skirt zipping up as my marker of what I wanted to manifest, is because I didn't want to look at the more difficult stuff. I didn't actually want to look at why I want to lose weight and why I'm not happy and all those questions. So it's a reminder that you can't ignore the deeper stuff as well. So basically that's it. That's all I want to share with you, to tell you this story because I think it's super funny, and to share with you these two things that the story illustrates, that you have to be really clear about what you want. That's number one. Be really honest with yourself about what you want and make sure that it's the thing you actually want and not something that you think might be indicative of what you think you might want, right? And the second thing is to not ignore the buts, to actually address the inner work as well, and to deal with those things that come up, because that's part of it. You can't actually align with what you want to create, with what you want to experience, until you address those underlying buts as well. So I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later. Bye.